So I just was thinking about the Ukraine situation with Putin and how he's probably, hopefully he won't, but he's probably withdrawing his troops from Ukraine because his troops are getting their asses handed to them. And he's probably going to, if he's going to stay a bad guy, then he's just going to up the ante with longer range, larger scale bombing and missiles and things that are not good. Well, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about the global community. We're all against, most Christians and theologians are against a one world government or a one world community or a globalization. And there's a lot of reasons to be against globalization, actually. But one of the good reasons for globalization is that if a global community, if everybody, Russia's only like 147 million people or something like that. If the entire rest of the world came out and said, no, you are not taking Ukraine, you are not taking Crimea, you are not doing this, you're not going to nuke the entire world. Are you ready to nuke the entire world? If planet Earth fought back against Putin, I'm sure Earth would win. But there's no unified, confident, powerful one world voice. So things like this will probably be motivation to create such a thing, although I don't know that that's good. But it would be good if a diverse, heterogeneous government system of Earth could form some sort of singular voice union to speak to Putin on or to criticize our enemies with. And I was just watching the preview for a movie from 2017 called Life. It's a scary horror movie of this space alien that kills a bunch of people. Comes back on this Mars exploration pod, and these people on the space station capture the pod and open it, and there's some sort of rock or something in there that has signs of life in it, and they grow an alien and it kills them, and then it makes its way to Earth. Super fucked. And I thought, this whole global thing, we're not ready to handle Putin, let alone space aliens, let alone AI. Divide and conquer is so bad on Earth. And if you were just to think about what is technological advancement without any preconceived ideas or predispositions to, democracies or republics or communism or, socialism or capitalism or autocracies or any of these things. What is high tech and advanced is not humans fighting humans. That's not high tech and advanced. It's just not. Humans, nothing in inner turmoil is high tech and advanced. Humanity at inner turmoil and fighting with itself is not technologically advanced. So what I'd like to do is just go through with some of the audience and the viewers and go through and make a list of what is technologically advanced and what is not technologically advanced. But I think a people group who are fighting amongst themselves is not technologically advanced. I also think that getting nickel and dime to death in division of technology. There are so many projects on GitHub that are so similar, yet different maintainers and programmers behind them. And you got people spending multiple parallel lifetimes doing the same damn thing, trying to accomplish the same goal. That does not seem technologically advanced. Competition is good. Healthy competition is good. Inefficiencies are not good. Having many people all doing the same damn thing or trying to accomplish the same thing and doing it in slightly variant ways, where they're all just individual horsepower and there's no collective bringing about a bigger result, that's not high tech and advanced. That's low tech. Getting it wrong. When it should be parallel and doing it in serial, that's wrong. When it should be serial and you're trying to do it in parallel, that's wrong. There's a lot of ways of getting it wrong. Infinity ways of getting it wrong, and only one way of getting it right. Humanity really does need to work on the one way to get it right. The prophetic books of the Bible of a one world government and a one world leader and a one world religion and all this stuff, it's needed. It makes sense. Humans need that. If we're going to become anything more than just a divided and conquered species, we need to stop being a divided and conquered species if we want to be awesome. In order to do that, you either need a one world government and one world religion and one world currency and all this stuff, or you need some way of unifying heterogeneous moral free agents. I don't know how you do that. So, heterogeneous in their own dispositions and belief systems and self-governance and all that. The internal realm of how they govern themselves. With Putin going bananas with nuclear weapons, though, that's a need that makes a demand for a one world government to say no. You need a singular voice to respond to that kind of tyrannical bullshit. That doesn't mean that all the countries have to be banded together into one globalist, one world government, but they have to all be on board the same program. One thing I've noticed is bad guys and enemies have a clear defined vision for what the outcome is. It's usually to destroy something, which means it's very easy to know if they've succeeded at their goal. They just have to test and see, is the thing destroyed yet or not? Good guys usually are blind to these contrived attacks. And when the attack starts happening, they don't even really know where the attack's trying to go or get to. So they're just kind of like half-ass blocking things and not even really unified. They don't have a definitive vision. That's a problem. In order for defense to be as effective as offense, it has to be just as unified and planned and goal-oriented and objective-oriented as offense is. And to get groups of various people all to share one common vision of defense, it's very hard. There's so much more I'd like to share, but these are just thoughts of today.